Hey everybody, welcome to Kimmel's Irish Pub. Time for another movie review. Tonight's movie is Nowhere. So this is a Netflix movie. I've had it on my list for a while, never gotten to it. It's Spanish, hour and 50 minutes long, but I'm sure hopefully it's dubbed over. But it's about a pregnant woman who's escaping her country, which is in war, and she gets onto a container, like within a container, within a container ship, pregnant, has to have the baby, and then gets lost at sea. So seems kind of interesting, but I don't know. It is a 6.3 on IMDb, 30,747 people rated so far, so could be good. Stick around, I'll let you know. Hey everybody, we're at the credits of Nowhere, and I have to say, good movie, well done. It is Spanish, but it's dubbed, so no problems there. But as you can imagine, in a movie that just has a woman on a cargo holding thing with a baby, there's not a lot of dialogue, but there is some. But that doesn't matter. And you know, I was interested to see, like, how does she get there? And it really starts off, and just give you the beginning of it. Her and her husband, she's pregnant at the time. Her and her husband trying to escape from Spain, I believe. That's just under war, and they're trying to get out of there, and they're together. So it's like, what? The way IMDb says it, she's alone and has the baby. So, like, I was curious to see how all that developed. Like, how did they, blah, 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 blah. I do feel that there's an untold story in this. I guess that's purposely done. So, I don't know. Found that interesting that they touched on it, but didn't bring it forward. Also felt it was long for the type of movie it is, right? I mean, like I said, there's not a lot of dialogue. It's her at sea with the baby for a long period of time, an hour and 50-minute movie of, you know, just uncomfortableness, you know, edge of your seat, anxiety, you know what I mean? So it was just like, you know, but it wasn't like, it wasn't boring or dry, but it felt long because it's like, oh man, now what? You know what I mean? Like, come on. So, and I thought it was creative on what they did with everything, and you'll have to see it to know what I mean. Found, you know, different things somewhat interesting. Yeah, you know, there's not much else to say. I mean, really, that's the whole movie. What else is there to talk about? You know, entertaining, but a lot of anxiety, and worth a watch. I would have liked it if it was a little shorter. I said that, and I just have, you know, like I said, there's one, I wouldn't say, well, there's one unanswered question that I missed. I don't know what happened. If I did, I was getting on my phone, because it's like, you know, at some point you get to the thing, like, I get it, all this bad stuff, is she gonna make it or is she not gonna make it? That's now where I'm at, you know what I mean? Like, so there was some of me on the phone, but there was something I might have missed, and I'm gonna throw that in at the spoiler end. But before I get there, you know, the other piece that I referenced earlier, that they touched on a side story and didn't get there. I'm confused on why they decided to do that and then hold back and not give a little bit more detail, which I think they had plenty of time to do. So, check it out. Let me know what you think. Netflix, like I said. So, I love the way Netflix brings foreign films to us to watch. You know, because foreign films are good. They're just hard to read. So when Netflix brings it in all dubbed and ready to go, I'm happy. All right. So with all that said, I just want to say, I want to ask one question because I missed it. But I will say, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert, I think. Just in case. What happened to the Snickers bar? Like, I was waiting at the end when she was on the boat to, like, just whip that bad boy out. I thought when they were on the raft, maybe that's when it was going to happen, you know, the two of them. And it was just like, hey, man, this is it. Feeding the seagulls, have this, and that's it. And, you know, okay, no. I know she went back in after it. Did she not get it? Did I miss that part? Because then I thought, like, she'd be on the fishing boat and be like, yeah. But I must have got away from her, and I must have, like, looked elsewhere when that happened. So, I don't know. But that was my big question. Like, what happened to that? I was waiting for that thing. All right, that's it. Hopefully that was helpful. Thanks for tuning in. Kimmel's Irish Pub.